discussion, and then conclusion practice. So page 13 is a refuge bodhicitta section. Then already we other pages before that is the core supplication to the lineage teachers. Same is usually we does sadhana or same. And then this refuge to Vajrakilaya mandala, then take, commitment bodhicitta, wanted to liberating beings. So for the bodhicitta, so it's the same that just usually the bodhicitta teaching. And that page 13. So page 14 is here. I share this page 14 section. This page 14 is slightly, little bit, the different. So you go to page 14, here talk about the delineating the boundaries. So this giving, usually the sadhana we giving dharma to obstacle beings, chant this one, let obstacle be released, go away from the practitioners. So now here is this practice is part of the Dzogchen. So when we share the teaching, outer level, inner level, and the secret level, 3 different levels of the teaching. I take this directly, this practice going to the secret level practice. Mahamudra, we said Dzogchen practice. So that's why here says home in the natural, spontaneously arising great place. So nature dharma dharma is spontaneously arise. So in that nature states, not even the name of obstructing hindrance exist. Go to the secret level, dharma dharma, nature states. Then these obstacle beings no exist in that state. So of course, like we outer level, we have these obstacle beings. You go into secret level, meditate in the nature states, then not even the name of obstructing hindrance exist. That's great, right? Okay. So thus fully realize they are original cleared, means like you fully realize your own nature mind. Then the mandala of boundary is spontaneously, naturally accomplished. So usually, outer level practice, we have boundaries called sphere protection, we visualize. So we are inside the, under the protection, create boundaries. Of course, the first like obstructor beings get rid out, and then create boundaries called sphere protection, right? And that's the outer level usually we practice. But inner level, in this secret level, then the mandala of the boundary also spontaneously, naturally accomplished there, because you are into your own nature, you have fully realized your own nature, and then this protection boundary natural accomplishment that states. So that's why this section is usually different than, like other sadhana. Other sadhana, we use the dharma offering and get rid of the obstacle beings. And then we create a protection sphere. We are inside the protection sphere and then practice. So this section, you directly go into your nature state mind. And then in that nature state, no exist these obstacle beings. And then you realize that nature and the boundary, everything is naturally accomplished there. Okay, so that's the secret level practice of Yadam deity. Then confession also different than usually what we hear, Here says Om. In the all embracing, pro-modally pure, natural experience. Means in the all embracing, pro-modally pure means like nature is pro-modally pure, natural experience. You not really, purify anything there, because nature is a beginningless term, already pure, pro-modally pure. That's the reason the characteristic of a confession and what it is to be confessed are liberated in their own place. So, of course, auto level, we need a special object. So, of course, we visualize the Vajrakilaya, and that's called special object. And then chant the mantra is called power of Dharma. Then we regret like what we did wrong, negative actions, and then commitments, not going to do again, right? So these 4 powers we create, that is a auto level confessing. But this one, talking about the absolute truth confession. Auto level confession is the same as called relative truth confession. And this one, inner level or secret level, absolute truth confession, because absolutely your nature is always pure. And then that's the reason the characteristic of a confession and what is to be confessed are liberated in their own place, means this confession is liberate in their own place is actually your the knowing the true nature. I think meditate, like think about it, we recognize our own true nature. You are in that nature state. Then all the confession is liberate. Means that no subject and object there is also no action. So this subject, object, action, 3 of them are emptiness. So that's called the liberate. Do you understand that or no? Yeah or no? Because it's nothing to confess, it's emptiness, right? So we say, okay, like relatively we did this no virtuous, this is something. But absolutely that no virtue is liberate, it's emptiness, same as the natural mind. So long as you recognize on natural mind, your all the no virtue as also emptiness. So it's all dissolved into the and emptiness. So think about all these phenomena, everything's arising from the natural Ripa. It's dissolving back into the natural Ripa. So long as you recognize your own true natural Ripa, everything's dissolved into the natural Ripa. All the negativity, positivity doesn't matter. This whatever display from the natural Ripa and dissolve into the natural Ripa equanimity, no separate in that state. So that's the liberation in their own place. However, all errors of ignorance, duality, are confessed to all the self-originating manifestation of gathered deities. However means like, of course, the absolute truly, the not, we don't have a characteristic of confession and what is to be confessed. Are liberate its own, their own place. But, relatively, all errors of ignoring duality are confessed to all the self-originating manifestation means like no confessing to our own nature. Okay, so relatively, we confessing is object of the Buddha, yeah? Vajrasattva something we visualize. But in this case, like confessing to own nature means like all this negativity, everything, whatever we done wrong, is confessing to our own. Means like you recognize your own nature is Buddha. So confession, Buddha. The self-originating manifestation of gathered deities. All this deity is our own manifestation, self-manifestation of gathered deities. We confessing to our own nature. Samaya. So I think this, giving let go obstacle, protection, confession, these three different, see here, right? Three difference. Three of them in the absolute true secret level are inseparable because everything's dissolved into the natural Ripa, I think. Of course, then relatively truly, these three of them is different, separate. Do you understand or no? Okay. So that's a more profound teaching, actually. Not only this, sometimes we think Vajrakilaya sadhana practice, but this is actually the Dzogchen teaching. And you go to the Dzogchen teaching practice, Mahamudra, same words. So sometimes this deity is in the Dzogchen teaching referred to like natural Ripa. And Mahamudra say natural mind. So, in this case, there's here says like manifestation of gathered deities. Okay. Next is blessing the offerings. So now this also, offering has three different levels: outer level, inner level, and the secret level offerings. So this one, secret level offerings. What is outer level offerings? Is of course object. We have object here, or this object, and offering. The inner level, I think, is like you use your essence of your body. This your own like joy experience, your own wing channel or this like body's enjoyment, and you know attached to your joy, and that recognize joy is empty, empty is joy, right? And bless. So that's you use the offering. But secret level is you're knowing your own nature, ripa mind, and that joy bless is called offering. So yes, usually we talk about the three different offerings. It's then auto level. Here is different mention about the different offerings separate, but go up to this secret level. These offerings are one. It's not really separate. Originally self-arising, perfectly pure spirit amrita. So amrita is a medicine. So essence of the body. We have usually here, the two Kabbalahs. That's symbolize the ultra level offerings. Two Kabbalahs. One we put the white, one is red. So this is originally self-arising, perfectly pure spirit amrita. This amrita is a white called medicine, like represented with Father's essence, I think. Amrita. So originally self-arising, perfectly pure means, I think, this is the secret level offering. Secret level offering, originally self-arising, perfectly pure. So this amrita, like white essence, is emptiness, is empty. Empty is amrita. Amrita is emptiness. So that's why it's called originally self-arising, perfectly pure. Supreme amrita. So this amrita offering is hard to explain here, because outer, inner, secret, three different layers, right? And last week I shared these three differences in the stage of meditation. So we, outer level, this amrita means like white, like representative Father. But inner, like the actually essence of the body. But secret level is, essence of the mind nature looks like, because Father is representative method. So originally self-arising, perfectly pure is, is part of the natural mind clarity part. Clarity, right? Natural mind has empty aspect and the clarity aspect. So clarity aspect is part of the method, called method. And that is the core amrita. That's why it's originally self-arising, because natural mind is originally self-arising, perfectly pure, and perfectly pure spirit amrita. So that's also the bodhicitta, part of bodhicitta, perfectly pure. It's a bodhicitta. Then Ragda essence of the six realms liberate into the sphere of truth. So Ragda is, of course, auto level, we have a red color. The inner, like mother's essence, Ragda means mother's essence. Sacred level is wisdom. So Ragda is a part of wisdom. So that's why Ragda also essence of the 6 realms liberate into the sphere of truth. Sacred level Ragda is wisdom, and then Amrita is the representative method, see, bodhicitta. Bodhicitta, wisdom, and inseparable is called nature mind. And the mind nature is, essence of the body, wing, I think channel, all this related to the states. So that's why it's hard to, I think, explain, because without experience here in this case. So this theory always explain, like, is according to different sadhana, slightly always different, a little bit different explains. So the usually, of course, Amrita means essence of the fathers, Ragda means essence of mother. And then father is representative method, mother is representative wisdom, right? So these two essence is source of method and wisdom. And then what is a method? Method is bodhicitta. And what is wisdom is like true nature, knowing, right? Emptiness aspect. So then that is a union is like inseparable. So that is called nature mind is wisdom method is inseparable. Then ordinary beings, this father's Amrita, mother's Ragda, attachment. So I think they're attached to that reason, then take birth. And meditator, the Vajrayana practitioners use this Amrita and Ragda, this create bodhicitta and wisdom. So then that is the arise the Yidam deity, I think. This can be go to like samsaric being, or can be go to Yidam deity, source of Yidam deity arising. Do you understand or no? Hard it all, right? Kind of. So kind of, yes. That's good. So for me also kind of. If I don't understand, you understand, then maybe that's, so incorrect too, right? I'm sharing teaching because I not really fully understand. Then you cannot say you understand. I understand kind of, so you also have to understand very kind of this. Not fully. So fully understand is until I think we have own experience. So in this section is like, this Vajrayana meditator, practitioner, they have own experience, like using this energy. So usually we, like practice is go to shamatha and visualize the Yidam deity, like auto level, more focusing. And then we just meditate, like try to go into nature Ripa mind. But we don't really using these energies, So some practitioners really focus for these energies using to create a source of the bodhicitta, source of wisdom. So that's we recognize, like, Amrita Ragda means can be causes of samsara, can be source of liberation. So, and that's the reason Rakta essence of the 6 realms liberate into the sphere of truth. If you really use correctly this essence or energy, source of liberation. So then also this usually don't talk about that much. Vajrayana, this source is reason is because people don't have ability to liberate using these things. Can be causes of attachment. So that's why usually they don't talk that much, Very simple way goes. Do you understand? And it can, of course, it can be use this source wisdom, but many people no ability to do that. Beautiful words, beautiful method, but when you use very dangerous path. So that's you can be attached to this and the fixation. So then same as ordinary being become. It causes more samsara. Great dharma. So the arising of BS of phenomena existence. Dharma is, we also have a dharma here offering. Arising of the base of phenomenal existence. All the phenomena is represented with dharma. So think about this, Ragta, Amrita come together, create a form body, right? And then form body is the same as like dharma. So this morning we talked like teaching, generation stage is part of like, use this, the different levels like meditation is called remove the like, birth karmic imprints, right? So that is use that correctly, you can remove birth karmic imprints. But if you don't use it correctly, it's taking birth again, samsara, right? So you create a samsara again. And our conscious is in the bardo, really looking to take birth, the very strong, how to say, the grasping or like looking to taking, wanted to take birth, desire is very strong. And then, attached to mother's womb and the conscious go into the, use this father, mother essence, and then create the form body. So here is the father's essence, mother's essence. This is offering. And then use this correctly, you can create Yadam's form body. Right? This morning we have this teaching, Yadam form body is arising. But no using correctly, then arise or this is samsara form bodies. So that's why I think arising of the base of phenomena existence, the 3 great inexhaustible essence on our home. So we offering this, the point is in this section, 4 sentences, Ragta offering, Amrita offering, Dharma offerings. This 3 is a great inexhaustible essence. On our home is pure and created like exhaustible, like joy and offering to the enlightened beings. But the mean, go into secret level, I think. So Amrita is like method, bodhicitta. Rata means our wisdom. Then long as you have method, bodhicitta, and rata wisdom together, then the beings become Buddha. So that's a Dharma. So then that's the thing is like this the secret way like usually we follow, at the practice. Do you understand doctrine way? Secret level. Secret level is a little easy to I think understanding this inner level, using this energy. Secret level, bodhicitta. Usually we talk bodhicitta is easy, right? And of course wisdom, knowing true nature. Long as you have this true, then you are becoming enlightened. So that's why Dharma. And enlightenment source is bodhicitta and wisdom. So long as you have wisdom, bodhicitta, we are become enlightened. So that's why Dharma is enlightened from body. Okay, so that's this three is this Vajrayana rituals, very important offerings, things, inner level offerings. Then Bedza Pipe, Dipe, Aloke, Gende, Nevet, this all is auto level offerings. Okay, so do you have any questions there?
I have a question, but it can wait till the end.
Okay. So what time is there? We have a little time, okay. Then next is the generation of the Samaya being. Is this part is we already shared the last week and this morning. Last week we shared the visualized or this universal, is pure line, and then visualize the deity is mandala. So this is the rat for Yadam deity visualization. Then inside there we visualize the seat thrones, and then visualize with syllable. This Vajrakilaya syllable, so Hong syllable, dark blue Hong syllable. So, and then when we visualize, so they have two different sections. Generation stage has like self-generation, front generations, and this one just go directly to self-generation. So front generation is usually a little easy, simple, because you use tangas, statues, like, then like their image, like, use and close eye, visualize in front of you is Vajrakilaya. But go more deeper way, then self-generation is, see here is the page 16 says self-nature arise as the unfabricated, perfected presence. The great glorious Dorje Yun Vajrakilaya. So it's a self-nature arises, means like our nature is arising, this form body is Vajrakilaya. And so when we practice, we can visualize one Vajrakilaya in front of us. Same time, the front Vajrakilaya and our this form body or ourself, and same, like inseparably, because the front is arising of also your mind. Mind is visualizing, means the front Vajrakilaya you visualize is arising from your mind there. And then that Vajrakilaya and your mind is inseparable. And then your mind is inseparable front of Vajrakilaya. Your mind is inseparable. Then this body is arising from, their mind too. So that's why not only front generation is like, separate from you. You can, front also becomes same as your emanation. Front generation also your emanation. Yourself also, of course, self arising. You are arising the Vajrakilaya, so your form is visualizing Vajrakilaya too. So that means like two Vajrakilayas, but both are our own emanation. It's the same. So that's the called self-generation. Then, of course, Vajrakilaya, this other is all is like what his face, arms, like same is like picture, what we have tankas. They mention about this. Then go to like page 18, they talk about this different Rath for death is part of this Vajrakilaya form body. So we chant these prayers, but when we meditate, you really cannot imagine this different deities in the part of Vajrakilaya form body. Just visualize Vajrakilaya. Long as you achieve like accomplishment Vajrakilaya, all these Buddhas achievement together, accomplishment together. So these all different deities, especially all these powerful Radha deities, is inseparable Vajrakilaya, part of Vajrakilaya. So when you practice Vajrakilaya, all this deities is within Vajrakilaya, right? And when you practice Yamitaka, then all this deities is part of Yamitaka. So that's the way easy way thing. Otherwise, when you visualize, okay, Haryangarva is in your throat, and Yamitaka is, in the heart. It's very hard to visualize because first you don't know this deities. So just think all these deities within the Vajrakilaya. Already everything's part of Vajrakilaya, then already correct, I think. So that's the, then Vajrakilaya, his retinues, and here about also his retinue, many, like 10 Rathful deities, gatekeepers. That's all is part of Vajrakilaya emanation. So long as you meditate, visualize this Vajrakilaya, the main one, and all is the part of that already, because Vajrakilaya is emanation. Then page 20 is here is a little different than usually other sadhana. Page 20, the third sentence. Third sentence says, in the heart of the principal deity upon a sun. So principal deity Vajrakilaya, and his heart center we visualize the sun disk, right? And then is the wisdom being the height of thumb joint rolling apurva. So then they visualize like wisdom being, another Vajrakilaya, very small tiny, rolling the purva. So, okay, like think about myself is visualize Vajrakilaya is called the Samaya Vajrakilaya, right? And then I visualize in the here heart center, sun this, and the top there, tiny Vajrakilaya in the heart center here. This is called the wisdom Vajrakilaya. So wisdom Vajrakilaya and our own body visualize is called Samaya Vajrakilaya. Yeah. Then there is a golden Vajra, the seeds of barley green. And then this, it's hard upping a sun again. So this, in the very tiny, we visualize Vajrakilaya, wisdom Vajrakilaya. The wisdom Vajrakilaya heart center again. It's different layers there. So then we visualize golden Vajra, size of barley grain, like kind of rice, size, very small, tiny. The Vajra, we visualize, see Vajra here, this one. And very small, tiny Vajra we visualize. In the center of which is a home, encircled by mantra. So then this golden Vajra, said Dorjin and some Deva Hong Ngachikor. Then in the center of which is a Hong syllable, circled by mantra. So that's a, very tiny Vajrakilaya. The heart has very tiny Vajra, same size of the barley, right? Okay, so then another then they were in the center of which is the Hong circle by mantras. I think it's a Samaya being Vajrakilaya, bigger. I think it's too small to follow another, Hong syllable and the mantra galing, right? So that's why I think it says go back to Samaya beings heart center again. Center which is a Hong circle by mantra, and then this Hong syllable in the center, and the Om Vajrakilaya is rotating to the heart center. So do you understand or no? Okay, so then that's good. Each date is Krong is mic with Om. Hong, so these 3 syllables. And then like that is bring the wisdom beings dissolve to, receiving the empowerment. And so create like Krongs, 5 Buddhas, like Rath for us, like usually 5 Draskors. So that's the meditate. Om Hong So Amha is the 5 Buddhas mantra. Mamla Mampatam is 5 female Buddha. So that's, usually they bring together inseparably. Then we visual all this bring this deities in the front, like inviting. The invocation of pro-motor wisdom beings. Then this invocation is a pro-motor wisdom beings, means like pro-motor is natural ripa again. Home from the arm bone, completely pure nature of the Dharma Dharta. So showing the miracle of birth as a blessing body. So then arising from the nature and form body, Dorje Yuna Vajrakilaya form, his retinues. So from the Dharma Dharta come here to this place, like from the true nature Dharma Dharta and arising, form body come here in the front of us to accomplish existence of Vajrakilaya and bestow empowerment, spiritual attainment without exception. So Rath for Wisdom King, with your entourage having come here. The display of auspicious sun and the symbols. So then that's the, we practicing Vajrakilaya and the supplication to Vajrakilaya. Bestow the spiritual attainment of Kalaya. So Wrath for Wisdom King, come forward, know with your entire assembly. Tahong Pahong, we inviting Vajrakilaya dissolve to ourselves, inseparable. Tahong Pahong, Benza Samaya, Samaya Titali, stay with our own, nature together. Next is a post station. So post station is to liberate the negativity of the three realms of existence. So we liberating our negative things. And in one case, you cling to pride. We subduing our pride. That's the reason post station. Dorji symbol and the entire assembly with a single point to the devotion abodong at the port at the Saho. That's a post station, and then next is a offering again. So offering is home, the arrangement of altar inner the secret co-emerging joyments. So this offering has like altar inner and the secret level, different levels offerings. Many countless offerings, both actual and mind emanated. So offerings like we can create like physically, but mentally, offering. I offer to the spontaneous self-eminent deity. So we're offering to our own true nature, Yadam deity. In the non-duality, which is without acceptance or rejection, please partake of this. So its point is like offerings, non-dual offering means like whatever we offerings, the deity is like receiving. So same is like deity is the same as a fire, right? So you put in the good object there, or you put like something no good object to the fire economy to burn. Doesn't matter good or bad. It's everything is burned. So same, like we can offering to our coming up down there also our or this attachment, desire, like negative emotions can offerings. And we can offering, of course, like good qualities too. Like we can not only talking about like auto level object, you can offering your love, you can offering your compassion, right? You can offering like the good qualities, can offering object, but then you can offering like your emotions and negative things too. So that's all is the no doors. No doors like they don't have bias, like same as fire, can burn everything. So which without acceptance or rejections, please partake of this. Okay. The fire, no rejecting, no accepting, right? The rejecting, like say, okay, I don't want to burn these plastic things. Accepting, yeah, it's wood. And, some like, yeah, pops. So then fire say, yeah, I want to accept this. They don't have that kind of a bias. Same is like, long as we know offering correctly, then can be everything's offerings. They don't have good and bad, Then this on beza argan pating again, so there's a, like have for our ordinary people something we have objects. So go back to auto level, thinking about these things. This one is also nice to see, page 23, the bottom. Actually, again, on the great medicine, prepare with 8 roots and 1,000 branches. So is this medicine is a great medicine prepared with 8 roots and 1,000 branches. So what do you think, 8 root, 1,000 branches? Any idea? So think about it. Just a tree can be has 8 root, like 1,000 branches, right? Then tree has like provide many medicines. So this is, I think, is part of essence of the body, medicine means. And then this, our body has like maybe a different like source. Yeah. And the 1,000 branches, like maybe many, like kind of chakras and this different wing. No wing is like what called the channels. So maybe lots of different channels, branches. So then this, like a root and many a root could be chakras, right? Essence somewhere, root. And then branches can be channels. So they all go through these different energies, I think. And that's why that is medicine. Then the supremely sacred Rakta, delusion in the sphere of space. So the sacred Rakta is the all this delusion is dissolved into the no drawer. So that's the sacred Rakta. Okay. That's why this Rakta is actually, many meanings, not only one there. Because medicine Rakta, this offering, due to auto level understanding, according to auto level Tantra teachings, and Rakta, Amrita has meaning. Then go into inner level, there has another meaning. Then go up to sacred level, has another meaning. So this sacred level Rakta means no drawer. All this dualistic is dissolved. And no drawer, that is called the sacred Rakta. Supreme sacred Rakta, delusion in the sphere of space. Space is no drawer. Is offered together. So means like this medicine, Rakta, and then Torma, with the great Torma, essence of spirit substance. So essence of the body, I think, to become this three is inseparable actually. So that's all offering to the enlightened beings. Maha is a Torma, Pinsa is Amrita, Pinsa Amrita is a Pinsa, Maha Pinsa, Amrita, Ratan Balinta Kaye. Maha Pinsa is Torma. Amrita Rata, Simbalinta Kaye. So it's Sanskrit mantra. Then we can offering to all these the afflictive emotions too, home, ignorance, the nature of flesh. Peers like a mountain. Pious, I say, pious like a mountain. So ignorance is representative flesh. Desire first auction of blood. Desire is the same as like blood. Together with anger, a heap of bones is offered to Dorje Simbo in his entire assembly. So we offering, our this body to Vajrakilaya. So actually, this flesh is representative ignorance, and blood is representative attachment. The bone is representative anger. Hong Ahong, the press. So that's it's offerings. Like see here, offering can be, like positive things, also negative, like emotion. 5 poison can be offerings. The transforming means offering. So in this level is of course the Vajrayana like teaching. We usually the offering is transforming is most important, right? So that's why not get rid of all these negative emotions. Use this negative emotion is offering, create the causes of wisdom. So that's the idea, is this practice. Then in this case, like you really cannot say bad and good. It's everything is individual, depending individual level. Object, not really bad and good. The people who use, then can be good, can be bad. So that's why, sometimes misunderstanding, right? People like think, okay, it's did something really bad, but could be it's perfect, but people's perception is really bad. Sometimes like we did really bad, but people's perception is really good, you don't know. So that's why, we not judgment, right? First, we have to look really situation carefully, I think. And think about His Holiness widow, like come out a couple of weeks ago, right? So many people controversies. And when I saw this widow first, like 1 month before already, the widow is like, we saw this widow and alive this in the Dharamsala. Everyone think this boy is a lucky one. And we all think he is so lucky. Holiness, he don't have any conceptual. He don't have any conceptual, like, otherwise, like someone has these problem issues, their mind is not like that. He don't have any like conceptual negative thoughts. So he's pure actually. And Dharma, how to say, perspective, right? Dharma perspective, like due to the practice of Dharma, Holiness, he's fully, love. So immeasurable love he has, that, that engaging what he did, he has fully immeasurable love, fully measurable compassion, and also equanimity. Like he not thinking about boy has disease or maybe something, sickness or like dirty or nothing, like just or free from all these boundaries, equanimity. And then, of course, his no negative perceptions is fully pure and actually no door, So Dharma perspective is perfect. Do you understand? Yeah, we talk about no door. And no door is not easy to people take, who don't have like some, at least some levels practice. Ordinary people, perceptions, no door reality is really bad. Because they don't they cannot handle that, you know. So that's why when we see this video, say like, you know, everything, all the Dharma is actually there, truly, you know. But then, you know, goes like after that, people cut the video, you know, use wrong directions, like world, you know, another perspective. And then due to another hand, you know, negative thinking, right? Is another, like we talk about like sexual thinking, something, you know, attachment. And Indian Western country has big problems due to this many, you know, the, how to say, the spiritual people, or we, but the people has very strong attach and, you know, desire. But another hand, you know, no any desires. But low auto level, everything can be same. But totally inner level, you know, the what is like actually is different. So that's why, you know, fake one and the rare one is like always confusions. Yeah. And the true one and the fake one always get confusing without wisdoms. And then, of course, another hand, the people like to, you know, fun, right? Use these things. So even sometimes people think, maybe some people think it's not rare, but they like to fun, use these things. So then that create many people like, you know, misunderstanding. Do you understand what I'm talking? Yes. So that's happening. That's why, you know, in this Vajrakilaya here, I know teaching is talking about a very high level. It's no door states. And we use this practice through our devotion, right? Create a very strong karmic imprints. But when you're going to do action, we're not ready to, you know, that level capacity. Do you understand? Sometimes this teaching, like when we hear this very beautiful, accept, but someone drawing 100% you against. Do you understand? So that's the reason, you know, like teaching is everything is like according to individual level practice. And that's why, like long as you have this high level practice means this far afflictive emotion, everything is transforming to the source of wisdom. Use that, you know, source of wisdom. Yeah. So without that, you cannot really create wisdom too. We get rid of the source of wisdom. You know, we get rid out. Do you understand? So that's why it's a very special method. But when you're really going to use, and we have to know, you know, testing ourselves first. So that's very important here. Okay, so no other is like praise to Vajrakilaya, and the praise to Vajrakilaya is, you know, helps reduce our jealousy, because as long as you have jealousy, you're not going to praise to someone. So this chanting prayer, practice praise in the deities here is remove our jealousy, negative karma. Many lifetimes jealousy, negative karma also removing, and then bring the equanimity, you know, the realization. So the offering is like destroying or get rid of all the desires, attachment, and fixation, self-grasping. So prostration is reducing our ego. And so then not only like this life, ego, something like moments, many lifetimes due to, you know, pride, due to jealousy, due to self-grasping, we create negative karmas. So that's all negative karma is removing. then same time you connect to the more close to the nature and economic realization. So that's why it's this deity practice is a special method and gaining to, we are more close to the no-door states. So that's the, we can share today teaching. Thank you. What is going on the zone section here? I didn't see anyone here. Okay, so no. Hello, everyone here, zone. You okay?
Yes, couple, just a few hands are up.
Oh. Wow, okay. Short questions, please.
Oh, I'll try to be short. But this morning, when you used the metaphor of a snake in the grass, comparing it to the 5 poisons or samsara or suffering, I really appreciate and like that metaphor. But at the same time, I was thinking, not all snakes are venomous, and I have snakes in my yard, and you can catch them. And I only know that through doing extensive studying of it. And then I thought, well, what if we apply this same principle to our practice over time? Let's say, like after studying and practicing, we learn to dispel the fear of the 5 poisons and dispel the fear of samsara and have no fear of suffering. Are we then just ignorant, or what is that? Because I think you could actually take it from a metaphor into literal practice.
So that's the right now here, you don't have to get rid of snakes.
No, I don't. I'm not afraid of it.
Yeah, use that snake and use for, so same is here. So we ignoring, desire, anger is offering.
Okay, because a lot of them are not venomous and they're very helpful to the environment.
Yes.
Thank you, Temple.
Thank you. And ED punctured.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
When the blessings, when the Amrita and the Rakta and the Turma, when we offer them on page 15, so we're offering those. I don't have my notes. At that point in the sadhana, we're offering the method, the wisdom, and the emptiness to Vajrakilaya for merit. Is that the point of that offering? When we offered those with the Dzogchen understanding that they're really just Rigpa, and then we offer that to Vajrakilaya, is it correct to say that the reason we're offering it is for merit, to accumulate merit?
It is, so I didn't understand clearly.
Oh, okay. On page 15, when
Yes.
we bless the offerings, we offer Amrita, perfectly pure, self-arising Amrita, Rakta essence, liberated into the sphere of truth, and great Turma, arising of the base of phenomenal existence. So when we get to this part of the sadhana, we visualize doing that. And we have our Dzogchen understanding of what they are. So at that point,
So there is in Dzogchen understanding is Rakta means, Amarta means like your nature Rigpa. Pure spring is like the original mind nature, right?
uh-huh.
Rakta. And sorry, it's Amrita. Rakta means like you free from all this conceptual dualistic, and no draw is called Rakta. So actually, it's natural ripa. Long as you knowing your own nature ripa and be in the non-dualistic, non-conceptual, and then you are become great of the Yadam deity. Yourself is a Yadam deity. That is a Torma. You know, all the appearance form is a Torma, means phenomena existence.
And then we offer. Yeah.
Offer means like you offer to your own nature, like just knowing that is called offer, but no need to offering relatively with subject object actions.
Okay. So it's like the 3 spheres.
Yeah, free from 3 spheres.
Okay. So
So that's absolute true offering is you cannot use a subject and object and actions. Free from that. Then in that case, like Amarta means, you know, your original self-rising is natural Rigpa. The natural Rigpa is free from all the dualistic concepts. That's called, you know, is Rakta. Okay, so you just knowing your own nature, so then free from all these conceptuals. That's the Rakta Amarta. But name we confusing is like we think is okay. Rakta is this object. I mean, Amarta is this offering to someone. So that's the relative concepts. We must beyond in that these offerings. So you cannot hold these concepts. You must let go of that concept. Thank you. And Katsu or Kat.
Yes, Katsui. Thank you, Rinpoche, for the teaching. I have a question. I just don't have this Vajrakilaya empowerment. And do you have any plan to give in the future?
We see what sometimes happen. We don't know. Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Yes. Melissa.
Thank you, Kempla. When we meditate, should we combine generation and completion stages?
Yes.
So,
yes.
Yes. So visualize form of deity, but with mind of deity.
Yeah, like long as your mind is in the natural completion stage, then that's called true Yadam deity.
But we are in the form of the deity.
Actually, without completion stage, we cannot go to the sacred level Yadam deity practice. Sacred level Yadam deity practice is knowing completion stage. Yeah.
Are we in the form of the Yidam when we do that, or there is no form of the Yidam in completion?
As long as you're meditate, you know, a completion stage, then your body is already Yidam.
That's so profound. Thank you.
So you can also think like my form is channelized like Vajra Yogini, whatever, you know, Vajrakilaya. But as long as your mind is in the nature that, you know, completion state, and then whatever you hold your body, you know, is Yadam deity. And without this completion, I mean the meditation, like actually it's completion means Dzogchen and Mahamudra, right? So without that practice Yadam deity visualization is inner level or outer level, not really going into the sacred level. Thank you. Okay, so now we go to the sadhana, please. Sadhana is page 27. And Om Vajrakilaya Savambengani Hong Pe. This is the root mantra recitation. Then from the mantra chant like rays, and the second mantra chain emanate. From the mouth of the Yah, Father, it is entered the mouth of the Mother's concert. Countless dhakas and the dakini in the concert's four chakras are evoked by the self-originating songs of the mantra. From the sacred place of the concert, the mantra chain entered the Vajra of the Yah Father. Through your channels in the place of the deity in the sound of the mantra. The mantra chant that dissolve into your heart. Om benza kulaya sa hom pa hom katanka yin zayin benza anzete aparanzete marasena tawartane sarvam bengani pa hom be om benza kulaya sa hom pa hom katanka yin zayin benza anzete aparanzete marasena tawartane ye sarvam bengani pa hom be om benza kulaya sa hom pa hom katanka yin zayin benza anzete aparanzete marasena tawartane Sarvam Bengani Pa Hom Be Om Benza Kala Ya Za Hom Pa Katanka Yin Zayin Benzaya Anzate Aparanzate Marasana Tamardane Sarvam Bengani Pa Hom Be Om Benza Kala Ya Za Hom Pa Hom Katanka Yin Zayin Benzaya Anzate Aparanzate Marasana Tamardane Sarvam Bengani Pa Hom Be Om Benza Kala Ya Za Hom Pa Hom Katanka Yin Zayin Benzaya Anzate Aparanzate Marasana Tamardane Sar Bengani Pa Hong Pe. Page 28. May the great and glorious Vajrakilaya and his example of deity come here. Altar in the sacred offerings are made. Praise is relating to your body, speech, and mind, noble quality, and concert activities. I confess all transgression, mistakes, distortions, and broken vows occasioned by carelessness. Through your loving kindness and compassion, bestows your spiritual attainments. Tibetan Parchin Purve Lazo She Senai Sangwen Chubando Yong Tu Yun Chen Le Tu Amin Gan Chur Nyam Cha Sha Tu Ji Tse Gong Nu Do Zo. Oh, the example of a deity is award embracing kindness, naturally dissolve into the spoons of five color light. The five lights are the luminosity of complete enjoyment. The vessel and the entertainment dissolve into the expanse of the Dharmakaya. Tibetan. Buje Kencha Azo Na Ranye Ong Long De Long Long Ju Zo Sar Ju Jig Long De. But the body, speech, mind, or my seven others, whatever the true accomplishment have been immersed in the true terms, are dedicated to the perfect transformation of the great purity. May the result of indivisible nature be obtained. Da yin le nga ye song je de song je so ye sa ba yu zo yang da jen bo mo. May there be the good fortune of the originally pure, spontaneously vast Dharmakaya. Oh, may there be the good fortune to remain in the self-originating Lamanas Sambonakaya. Oh, may there be good fortune of Eros Nirmanakaya manifestation to turn sentient beings. Should remain in the skillful means of the compassion of loving kindness. With the dump together. Oh. Om Vajrakilaya sarvabengani bhombe. 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 Thank you, everyone. So we finish it today.
Thank you, Kampala.
Thank you, Ken.
Or tomorrow
Kampala.
again.
Thank
Thank you, Kampala.
Wiedersehen. Dashi Delay.
Dashi Delek.
Dashi Delay.
Dashi Delek.
Dashi Delay.
Tomorrow.
Kampala.
Have a great
you.
Oh,
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
oh, I have a question about tomorrow. What's the time tomorrow?
Same today.
Same as today, and it's not ending early for refuge in person?
Ending a little bit early, yes.
Okay, do you know what